Hey, Bradley Wattum here, real estate advisor with Macdonald Realty. As a real estate agent, the most frequent question I am asked is, of course, how's the market? And the answer to that question is, it depends. It depends on your property type and your area, because one property type in one area may be experiencing a vastly different market compared to another property type in another area. Well, this video, we will be looking at Vancouver West and digging a little deeper into the stats to find these differences. Now let's begin with the sales to active listing ratio. This ratio is perhaps the best indicator as to the heat of the market. It compares the number of sales by the number of active listings. It's considered a balanced market when that ratio is between 12 and 20, a buyer's market when it's under 12, and a seller's market when it's over 20. If we take a look at Vancouver West, we can see that the entire area is experiencing a buyer's market. Now, if we take a look at the sales to active listing ratio for the detached sector, we see it currently sits at 5.1. There was 36 sales in the area, which is down 18.2% from last year. And we see that there was 704 active listings for the month, which is relatively flat from January of 2018. If we take a look at the price range here, we can see that the $2 to $3 million range had the greatest number of sales with 16 and the sales to active listing ratio of 12.3. We can see that the hot price point though was 1.5 to 2 million with a sales to active listing ratio of 15.4%. Interesting, there was 0 sales in the price band of 900 to 1.5 million, even though there was 15 listings. If we take a look at the neighborhood watch here, we can see that Dunbar was the most active sub-area in Vancouver's west side with 9 sales and a sales to active listing ratio of 9.4. If we take a look at the condo snapshot, we can see that the sales to active listing ratio was 11.1%. There were 133 sales in the area, which is down 45.5% from last year. And there was almost 1,200 active listings, which is up a considerable 82%. If we take a look at the price band here, we can see that 4 to 900,000 was clearly the most active price range, and that is a sales to active listing ratio of 18.5, and that was also the highest sales to active listing ratio. Interesting note here that between 4 and 5 million, there was only 1 sale with 59 listings, and between 3 and 4 million, there was only 1 sale with 34 listings. So it was a tough go for anyone trying to sell a $3 million plus apartment on the west side. If we take a look at the neighborhood watch, we can see that downtown was clearly the most active with 34 sales and a sales to active listing ratio of 12.8%. And the hot neighborhood was actually South Granville with 1 of 4 sales and a 25% sales to active listing ratio. If we take a look at townhomes, we can see that the sales to active listing ratio here was 8.4. We can see there was 15 sales in the area last month, which is down 16.7%, and there was 178 total active listings, which is up about almost 45% from the same time in 2018. If we take a look at the price band here, we can see that there was 5 sales in both 4 to 900,000 and 900 to 1.5 million. However, with that math, it would show that the highest sales to active listing ratio was 4 to 900 with 55.6. And if we take a look at the neighborhood watch, we can see that Fairview fared the best with 4 sales and a sales to active listing ratio of 22.2%. Finally, we're going to take a look at the MLS HPI benchmark pricing. We can see that with the detached sector, there has been a pullback of about 14.1%, and we're currently at $3,049,700 for a detached home on the west side. If we take a look at the 1-year change for condos, we can see that it's actually leveled out a little bit over the last couple months, which is nice to see. And there's been a 3.6% drop since last year. And finally, if we take a look at the townhouse sector on Vancouver's west side, we can see that there has been a 2.5% pullback, and townhomes now currently sit at $1,216,600. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me. This has been Bradley Wattum. Have a great day.